morning. So we were discussing assignment question. Assignment questions of set 01. Okay. So we have discussed up to question number 31. Okay. Now come to the question number 32. Question number 32 is which term is applied for the process in which unpleasant smell and taste develop in food containing fats and oils. Okay. So this is known as rancid. Okay. This is known as rancidity. Okay. So question is which term is applied for the process in which unpleasant smell and taste develop in a food containing fats and oils. So rancidity, okay, is the term used, okay, when a food containing oil, okay, a food containing oils and fats gets we say bad in taste, okay, develop bad taste and releases on a rancidity. Now next question is 33 and it is what are the substances called which are added to foods containing fats and oils to protect them from becoming rancid. Actually what happens, rancidity takes place, okay, because of the oxidation reaction. Okay, rancidity is the result of, okay, oxidation reaction. Okay, so because rancidity is produced due to oxidation reaction, so here we use antioxidants. We use antioxidants. Antioxidants. Okay. Antioxidants means which prevents oxidation reaction. Oxidation. Anti means opposite. Oxidants means which opposes oxidation reaction. Okay. So what are the substances called which are added to food containing fats and oils to protect them from becoming rancid? I told you a food becomes rancid because of oxidation reaction. Okay, and to control oxidation reaction, okay, antioxidants are used. Now next 34 is why are potato chips packaged in nitrogen? Okay, so you know Kurkure, Lay's, okay, everything, okay, Haldiram Bhujia, I don't know you are aware of it or not. Okay, so whatever it is, okay, these are packed in a polythene. These are packed in a polythene, okay, in the atmosphere of nitrogen gas. In the atmosphere of nitrogen gas. Suppose here we say Lay's is, okay, kept inside the polythene. So this is surrounded by nitrogen gas. Okay, so nitrogen gas is present in these packets because nitrogen gas is less reactive. Okay, and what happens, these we say chips, Lay's, Kurkure may get oxidized when it will come in contact with oxygen. So this nitrogen cuts down the cuts down the supply of oxygen. Means what happens? Nitrogen is present, okay, all around this lace. So what happens? If oxygen from the atmosphere will try to react with lace, then to reach up to lace, okay, I told you there is nitrogen gas, okay, which surrounds this lace. So nitrogen is less reactive gas. So this nitrogen, the atmosphere of nitrogen, okay, cuts down the supply of oxygen. Means nitrogen cuts down the supply of oxygen, means it disconnects, or simply means oxygen is not able to react with lace, means oxidation we say is not possible just because of the nitrogen kept there. Okay, so our question was, why are potato chips packaged in nitrogen? So answer is to prevent the oxidation of to prevent the oxidation of potato chips. Now question number 35. In the refining of silver, silver is obtained from silver nitrate by using copper metal. Okay, silver nitrate is AgNO3 plus copper. Okay, so it will give you CuNO3 copper nitrate plus Ag, okay, will come out. Okay, so in the refining of silver is obtained from silver nitrate by using copper metal. Write down the reaction involved. So this is the reaction involved. Come to question 36. 36 is a shiny brown colored element. Shiny brown colored element when heated in air, when it heated in air becomes black. Name the element and the black colored substance formed. Okay, so this shiny black colored element is copper. Copper is of brown color, okay, and it is shiny. Okay, all of you know copper. Okay, so it is copper, and when it is heated in presence of air, in presence of oxygen, okay, it will form copper oxide, CuO, and copper oxide is black in color. Okay, now come to question number 37. Question number 37 is, name the substance which is oxidized in the following reaction. Okay, we have given a reaction. Just try to do fast. Okay, 37 is name the substance which is oxidized in the following reaction. Reaction is hydrogen sulfide plus dichlorine 2HCl plus sulfur. Okay, so we will say from chlorine it is becoming HCl, means here addition of hydrogen is taking place. Addition of hydrogen, and we know addition of hydrogen is reduction reaction, so we say reduction is taking place here. Okay, now from H2S it is becoming S, means removal of hydrogen is taking place. Removal of hydrogen, and we know removal of hydrogen is oxidation reaction, so here oxidation reaction is taking place. Okay, now question is substance which is oxidized. So substance oxidized means we say hydrogen sulfide, substance oxidized is hydrogen sulfide. Okay, is hydrogen sulfide. Oxidation reaction is taking place here, so it is hydrogen sulfide. Come to question number 38. And question number 38 is, why are all decomposition reactions endothermic? Decomposition reaction. So question is, why are all decomposition reactions are endothermic? We know decomposition means breaking down of a substance. Decomposition means breaking down of a substance. Okay, and to break down a substance, heat energy is needed, and if heat energy is needed, then it becomes endothermic. It becomes endothermic, and that's why decomposition reactions are endothermic in nature. Okay, come to next question. Question number 39. Question number 39 is the decomposition of vegetable matter into compost an exothermic reaction? Yes. Okay, it is? Yes, it is an exothermic reaction. Question number 14. Why is photosynthesis an endothermic reaction? What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is H2O plus carbon dioxide in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Okay, C6H6. Okay, we say it is H2O, CO2. Okay, in presence of sunlight, and it will form. Okay, so sorry, it is C6H12, H12O6, and O2. Okay, just balance it by yourself. Okay, so we know here presence of sunlight is necessary. Okay, is necessary condition, and sunlight is a form of heat energy. Okay, means heat is required in this reaction to take place. That's why photosynthesis is an endothermic reaction. Question number 41, balancing. Okay, these questions, this balancing I have completed in previous video. Okay, so balancing is over. All this balancing, okay, I have finished. Now there is short answer type question. Question number 1. It is short answer type question. Short answer type question. Short answer type question. Question number 1. Question number 1 is, what do you mean by a chemical reaction? Okay, chemical reaction, you know. Give an example of a chemical reaction. Okay, do it by yourself. Question number 2. What do you mean by combination reaction? Give an example. Combination reaction, I have told you, the type of reaction in which, okay, two or more reactants, two or more substances combines together to form a product. Okay, what is combination reaction? Okay, the type of reaction in which two or more substances combines together to form a compound. Okay, and I told you combination of substances can be element plus element, compound plus compound, and element plus compound. Okay, so give an example. Example, say it is C plus O2 becomes CO2. Okay, SO2 plus O2 becomes SO3. CO plus O2 becomes CO2. Okay, so many examples are there. Question number 3, what do you mean by displacement reaction? Displacement reaction is the type of reaction in which a more reactive element displaces less reactive element from the compound. Okay, example, so many examples are there. Okay, take one example, copper sulfate plus iron, it will become FeSO4. Okay, and copper will come out. Question number 4, what do you mean by decomposition reaction? Give an example. Decomposition reaction means in which a substance, okay, breaks down or splits up in simpler substances. Example, calcium carbonate CaCO3. Calcium carbonate, when you will heat calcium carbonate, it will become calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, basic questions. Question number 5, what do you mean by double displacement reaction? In which exchange of ions takes place. Okay, give an example. Say it is BaCl2 plus H2SO4. Then what happens? BaCl2 means Ba2 plus 2Cl minus. H2SO4 means 2H plus SO4 2 minus. So this Ba2 plus will combine with this SO4 2 minus and form BaSO4. Okay, and this H plus and Cl minus will combine together to form HCl. Okay, this is example of double displacement reaction. Then question number 6, explain the term electrolytic decomposition giving a suitable example. Electrolytic decomposition means the decomposition, okay, which takes place in presence of electricity. Okay, means electrolysis I have taught you. Okay, so in electrolysis I told you water, okay, decomposes into H2 and O2. So example will be decomposition of water in presence of electricity, that is known as electrolysis of water. Question 7, mention any 2 uses of decomposition reaction. Usage of decomposition reaction means what? In our body we know decomposition reaction takes place. In our body decomposition reaction takes place. I told you during digestion what happens? During digestion, okay, decomposition reaction takes place inside our body. Okay, so you can answer it. Then question number 8, give an example of a reaction in which a less reactive non-metal is displaced by a more reactive non-metal. Okay, so give an example of a reaction. Say it is question number 8. So question number 8. Okay, so give an example of reaction in which less reactive non-metal, say it is Ki, okay, less reactive non-metal is displaced by more reactive non-metal, plus say it is Cl2, then it will become KCl plus I2. Here iodine is less, okay, and chlorine is more reactive. Chlorine is more reactive, iodine is less reactive. So in this reaction, a more reactive non-metal, more reactive, this is non-metal now, non-metal, again this is non-metal. So a more reactive non-metal is replacing a less reactive non-metal. So it will become KCl plus I2. Just balance this. Okay. Then question number 9, why does the blue color of copper sulfate change when a piece of iron is dropped into it? Question number 9. Copper sulfate is blue, we know. So when a piece of iron is dropped into it, so when it will react with iron, it will become FeSO4. and copper will come out. Displacement reaction. Okay, now it is no more copper sulfate, it is FeSO4, ferrous sulfate, and that's why blue color of copper sulfate fades, okay, or changes. Question number 10. In the reaction given below, identify the substances that act as oxidizing and reducing agents. Okay. Right. Okay. So question number 10. So 10 is question number 10, part 1. It is 4Na solid plus O2 gas. The product formed is 2Na 2O solid. Okay, so it is oxidizing and reducing agent. Okay, so we know it is sodium and it is oxygen. Sodium is a metal, oxygen is a non-metal. Okay, so Na2 means what? Addition of oxygen is taking place. Addition of oxygen, and we know addition of oxygen is oxidation reaction. So here oxidation reaction is taking place, and it is becoming O2 to Na2O, means addition of a metal, addition of metal. And I have told you, okay, just go through the definitions of reduction and oxidation reaction. Okay, I have told you addition of metal is reduction reaction, addition of metal is reduction reaction, and addition of non-metal is oxidation reaction. So sodium is a metal and it is being added here, so addition of a metal is taking place. So we say, okay, we say reduction reaction is taking place. So here it is reduction reaction. Now substance oxidized, and substance reduced. So substance oxidized is sodium, substance reduced is oxygen. Okay, then come to reducing agent and oxidizing agent. I have told you substance oxidized act as reducing agent, so reducing agent will be Na, and substance reduced acts as oxidizing agent, means oxygen will act as oxidizing agent. Now come to part 2. So part 2 is ZnO plus carbon. Zn is coming out plus carbon monoxide. Okay, so in this case we have to identify substance oxidized and substance reduced. Okay, so from ZnO it is becoming Zn, means removal of oxygen is taking place. Removal of oxygen. Okay, and we know removal of oxygen is reduction reaction. So we say here reduction is taking place. Okay, Then from carbon it is becoming carbon monoxide, means what? Addition of oxygen. We know addition of oxygen is oxidation reaction. So we will say substance oxidized, substance reduced, substance reduced. Then we will say reducing agent, we will say oxidizing agent. Okay, so substance oxidized is carbon, substance reduced is ZNO, reducing agent will be the substance oxidized means carbon, oxidizing agent will be the substance reduced means ZNO. Okay, come to question number 11. Question number 11 is, write the balanced chemical reaction equation for the following reaction and identify the type of reaction which in each case. Okay, question number 11, part 1. Okay, it is potassium chloride. Potassium chloride means KCl. Potassium chloride aqueous. Okay, right here aqueous means it is dissolved in water, plus barium iodide aqueous means BaI2, it is aqueous. Okay, aqueous means it is dissolved in water and it is forming potassium iodide means Ki, it is aqueous. Okay, it is forming potassium iodide plus barium chloride BaCl2, it is solid. Getting this? So question is, write the balanced chemical equation for the following reaction and identify the type of reaction in each case. Okay, so what? We have written the reaction. Now we have to balance this. So just try to balance. I told you at first go for the metal. Metal is potassium. Potassium is balanced both sides. Now come to non-metal. Non-metal. Here it is BaCl2, 2Cl means multiply this by 2. Okay, so Cl is balanced, but potassium will get disturbed, so multiply this by 2. Now iodine is 2, potassium is 2, potassium is 2, iodine is 2, barium is 1, barium is 1, chlorine is 2, chlorine is 2. So the reaction is balanced. Now you can see here it is becoming K plus Cl minus, it is becoming Ba2 plus 2I minus. Okay, and what happens? This Ba2 plus is combining with Cl minus. Okay, means exchange of ions, and I told you exchange of ions takes place in double displacement reaction. So this is example of double displacement reaction. Got it? Okay, come to second part. Second part is, it is zinc carbonate ZnCO3, zinc carbonate, which is a solid, and it is forming ZnO, zinc oxide, okay, plus carbon dioxide CO2, which is a gas. Okay, so just try to balance this. Okay, zinc carbonate, okay, ZnCO3 to zinc oxide plus carbon dioxide. Okay, zinc oxide plus carbon dioxide. Okay, so just balance this. Zinc is a metal, zinc is balanced. Okay, then come to carbon is balanced. Okay, oxygen is 3 here and oxygen is 2 here. Okay, 2 plus 1 3 here. So just balance this equation. How to balance? 3 multiply this by 2, then it will 6 oxygen will be there, 2 oxygen, 2. Okay, so 2 zinc, 2 carbon, 3 into 2 6 oxygen, 2 into 2 4, and 2 6 oxygen. Now the reaction is balanced. Okay, so what is happening in this case? This is decomposing now. So this is decomposition reaction. Example of decomposition reaction. Come to third part. It is hydrogen hydrogen gas. So H2 right here, H2 gas plus chlorine gas, Cl2 gas forms hydrogen chloride gas, HCl gas. Okay, balance this, just put 2 here, it is balanced. So it is combination reaction. Example of combination reaction. Okay, come to fourth question. Okay, fourth question is, it is magnesium Mg plus hydrochloride acid, HCl acid is aqueous, and it is giving magnesium chloride MgCl2. Okay, aqueous plus hydrogen gas H2. Okay, so Mg is balanced, Cl2, so multiply this by 2 now. Okay, 2 hydrogen, 2 chlorine, 2 chlorine. Okay, equation is balanced. So what is happening in this case? Okay, this magnesium is more reactive, and hence it is displacing hydrogen from HCl. Okay, so we say it is example of displacement reaction. It is example of displacement reaction. Okay, come to question number 12. Question number 12 is, name the type of reaction involved in the reaction represented by the following equation. Okay, first equation is CaO plus H2O. CaO plus H2O to CaOH whole 2. Okay, so name the type of reaction involved in the, okay. So it is combination reaction. It is combination reaction. Okay, then second is Zn plus CuSO4, and it is ZnSO4 plus Cu, and this is displacement reaction. Very simple example of displacement reaction. 3 is Al2SO4 whole 3, Al2SO4 whole 3 plus 6NH4OH, 2 2LOH whole 3 plus 3NH4 whole 2 SO4. Okay, so what is happening in this case? Al2SO4 whole 3, it is splitting into 2L3 plus 3SO4 2 minus. Okay, this is breaking as NH4 plus OH minus. So 6NH4 plus 6OH minus. Okay, and here AlOH whole 3 is getting combined, means this Al3 plus is getting combined with 6OH minus and forming AlOH whole 3, means exchange of ion is taking place here. Exchange of ion, again it is forming NH4 whole 2 SO4, means these two are exchanged. So we say exchange of ion is taking place means it is double displacement reaction. Example of double displacement reaction. Okay, then next is CaCO3. Fourth is CaCO3 to CaO plus CO2, and it is decomposition reaction. Example of decomposition reaction. Okay, come to fifth. H2 plus Cl2 to HCl. Very simple. H2 plus Cl2 to HCl, and this is example of combination reaction. Combination reaction. Okay. Question number 13. Question number 13. Question number 13 is, why is magnesium ribbon cleaned before burning it in air? Okay, I have told you it is magnesium ribbon. So what happens? Magnesium ribbon, okay, have a coating of basic magnesium, carbonate. Getting this? Magnesium ribbon have a coating of basic magnesium carbonate. What is this basic magnesium carbonate? This is a combination of magnesium carbonate plus magnesium hydroxide. Getting this? So if it is basic magnesium carbonate, means it is we say mixture of or combination of magnesium carbonate plus magnesium hydroxide. So magnesium carbonate plus magnesium hydroxide is known as basic magnesium carbonate, and magnesium have a layer of basic magnesium carbonate, okay, on its surface. So before when we are going to react magnesium ribbon, okay, we know there is coating of basic magnesium carbonate. So at first we have to remove that layer, okay, and that's why we say magnesium ribbon is cleaned before burning it in air. State the characteristics of a chemical reaction. Question number 14. I have told you characteristics of a chemical reaction means what? Evolution of gas, formation of precipitate, change in temperature, change in state, okay, change in color. All these are what? All these are characteristics of a chemical reaction. Question number 15. What is a chemical equation? Very simple, na? Okay, just try to answer, okay, by yourself. Question number 16. Write the balanced chemical equation for the following chemical reaction: hydrogen plus chlorine, hydrogen chloride, H2 plus Cl2 form 2HCl. Question number 2. Barium chloride BaCl2 plus aluminum sulfate Al2SO4 whole 3. Okay. 2. Barium sulfate BaSO4 plus aluminum chloride. Okay, I am doing this. It is question number 16, part 2. 16, part 2. Barium chloride BaCl2 plus aluminum sulfate Al2SO4 whole 3 aluminum sulfate Al2SO4 whole 3. Okay, and it is forming barium sulfate BaSO4, barium sulfate BaSO4 plus aluminum chloride AlCl3, AlCl3. Okay, okay. Just I think I have told you how to balance this in previous lecture. Okay, in previous video. So just balance it by yourself. I have told you how to balance this reaction. Now question number 16 part 3rd. Sodium plus water, sodium chloride plus, okay, sodium plus water Na plus H2O forms sodium chloride NaCl plus hydrogen H2. Okay, balance this now. Sodium plus water. Okay. Oh, reaction is not correct. Okay, reaction is not correct. It is not correct. Correct reaction will be sodium plus water. Write down. Okay, it is not correct. It will be sodium plus water. Sodium plus water, and it will form sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. Just correct this question. Okay. Sodium plus water forms sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen. Getting this? So it will be sodium Na plus water H2O. It will form NaOH2 plus H2. Getting this? Okay. So balance this. Just put 2 here. So 2 oxygen will be 2. Okay. Okay. Now it is balanced. Getting this now? Okay. So we have discussed up to question number 16, and the rest of the questions we will discussing in the next lecture, and I will try to finish this assignment in next video. Okay. Thank you.